thank you for coming to the Sherborn Business Association Community Action Fund Award Night, Grant Night. We're so happy you could all come and that you asked for money from us. I wanted to thank Chief Morrissey and the fire department for hosting us. And we usually have our meetings at the Sherborn Inn, but we will be having them here until whatever happens with the Sherborn Inn happens, and if we can get back in there. I wanted to thank Pat Cassell for doing our audiovisual and our publicity tonight. That's great. Thank you, Pat. I want to thank the Brewfest committee. As you all know, we have the Brewfest last Friday, hopefully will continue, of May up at the Sherborn Inn. And that's where it's our fundraiser where we get the money together to be able to provide these grants. And the community's been very supportive of us, and we hope you'll continue that in the future. And it's been really nice that it's such a successful event, very popular for the town. I want to thank the award committee who distributed the awards among the applicants, which has been, they did a really great job. They have a matrix and make sure everything's fair and it gets spread around the town. They did a really great job this year. They do every year, but it was nice of them to do that. Wanted to also say is that if we have the Brewfest, which you obviously will know about, you can put grants in for next year, like right after that. You don't have to wait for us because you all have the forms, you all have my email, and so as you're planning for your different organizations going forward, you can still already start thinking about maybe something you want, and then you can just shoot me an email right after the Brewfest, and then I'll have it and put it in the file. So you don't have to wait for any time to do that. Okay, I would like to introduce, Addie Mae Weiss, who's doing our award, handing out the awards. She's from White on White Invites, which is a fine stationery. She has a fine stationery business. She does announcements and invitations and gifts, and she's great to work with, and she's one of us. So next time you have a need for something like that, if you can't find her contact information is on our website and the Facebook page, I think, and you can always email one of us. But she does a really great job, and we're so happy to have her as part of our group.
Thanks again, everyone, for coming this evening, and it's a lot of fun to be able to decide how to distribute the money from Brewfest and see it go back to town. So without further ado, if Christina could come up on behalf of the Sherborn Playground Committee, we've given a grant to help assist with the ongoing fundraising towards the new playground. And hopefully, what's the anticipated date for if funds are all fully raised?
October 19th, the week of October 19th. So we are super duper excited. We're now at 137. So we just have a little bit more to go to raise. So we're excited. We have a big casino night coming up on January 30th at 7 o'clock at the community center. So we'd love to see everybody there and all of you guys there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And if Kelly Hodge, who's in charge of the programming with the Friends of the Sherborn Library, we've also, the Business Association is funding one summer concert as part of the ongoing summer concert series. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. See members that are here to represent the Sherborn Forest and Trails Association. I understand this is a token grant to help with the festivities for February 6th event happening. If you'd like to mention a word about that event, I'll let you.
February 6th, Friday evening at the Community Center, we're going to do Conservation Connections. It's an event that has happened in the past. Forest and Trails decided to bring it back. It'll be kind of a fun night. We've got a guest speaker. Tom Wessels is coming in. We're looking to have a band later on in the evening. Zaftigs will be catering some food and some cash bar drinks. We thought it'd be a fun night. The winter's sort of a quiet time of year. Sort of celebrate outside, even maybe from the inside that evening. But we've got a bunch of pamphlets and information on it. Hopefully you can all join us and spread the word for a nice night out in town to celebrate what we've got.
Can I also say, we started out thinking of this as a fundraiser, and if we do get any proceeds from the evening, those funds will go back into the work that we do to promote outdoor activities. We have flyers with us tonight, and Kelly is going to be passing them out, and they're going to be available all around town. But I wanted to say you can download the flyer from our website, and mail it in with a check if you decide to come, or you can pay online to come to Conservation Connections. And we strongly advise you to come and decide in advance whether to come or not, because the price goes up at the door. So hope to see you then. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. The representatives here on behalf of the Sherborn Community Center Foundation. So the Business Association is helping to fund the refurbishment and relocation of new pianos for music. Would you like to say?
Thank you.
I'll let you speak.
Yes, thank you very much. The Sherborn Community Center Foundation is very appreciative of the grant and the award. We think that and believe that the Brewfest is just this wonderful opportunity that just keeps on giving back to our community. And the grant that's given to our community center will certainly continue to give back to our community as members visit and use our facility. Having music and a piano will just make it a wonderful opportunity. So we'd like to thank you very much. So if the place is a-rockin', please don't bother knocking. Come on in. I think Stevie Ray Vaughan said that. So,
That's wonderful. Well, we appreciate what you guys do, and we look forward to hearing the new pianos.
thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, I think, Ann Whitlock, are you here for the CSA, the Business Association is sponsoring the, hopefully, of May event, the a cappella group?
Yes, we have a band called Ball in the House coming in. They're an a cappella group, and they'll reach over 370 students, faculty, and staff, and they're there to promote learning through the arts. So thank you so much for supporting us. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you. The Farm Pond Advisory Committee, we will be sponsoring a power washer to.
Farm Pond Advisory Committee has been working with the town to promote anything we can do to protect Farm Pond. And one of the things we've been doing is developing a boat monitoring system for boats entering the pond, and more recently evolving a boat washing station. So this will help with that.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
And our representative from Pine Hill CSA, as well as our police officers, for a grant to help fund the training of an officer for the new DARE program. And I don't know much about it, but I understand that it is a different program than the one that I grew up with as a kid.
Yes.
And if you want to talk about that.
It's very different. My name's Officer Smith, and I actually am the new DARE officer in town. We underwent a 2-week training in Concord, New Hampshire, where we learned a new program and we became certified. The program is very different, as you said. It is a keeping it real program. It's less focused on specifically on drugs and alcohol, and more on making positive life decisions and how to make well-informed choices. So it's great. I think the kids love it. We already started last Wednesday. It's a 10-week program, and kids love it, so it's great.
That's great.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks.
So thank you
Good
very
to have
much.
you. The fire department representatives for the public safety information distribution.
He was here a minute ago.
Okay.
We'll just get to
I'm going to move on to the Sherborn Historical Society. George, there's a quilt that has some significance to our town.
Yes, thank you, Addie Mae. Addie Mae had said at the outset how much fun it was for the Business Association to give away money. I'm sure it's a lot of fun. It's more fun to receive it. So we are very appreciative that for the 3rd consecutive year, we've been awarded a grant. This time, a little bit different from the last 2 years where we had received money to help with upgrading our computer system and printer and so on and so forth. Now we're getting down into the real meat of the sorts of things that we really are interested in, and that's preservation of antiquities, and particularly those that have some significance to the town. Some of you may know the Gray family that has lived for some time on Maple Street. And they have, for the last couple of years or so, been going through much of the contents of their home, which was clearly one of the oldest houses in town. And as a result, the Historical Society has been able to benefit from all of these wonderful things that they've presented us with. More recently, we received a quilt. And I've got a couple of photos here that sort of give you an idea of the flavor of the quilt. And I actually brought the quilt. I will open the box and you can peek, but it's in an acid-free box. It's very carefully wrapped and stored for the time being. Our hope and intent is that we'll ultimately find a permanent home, we hope, in what I expect will be the new addition to the library. It's really quite a wonderful piece. It's referred to as the Reverend Amos Clark Friendship Quilt. And Reverend Amos Clark was a minister here in Sherborn, and upon his retirement, the ladies of the Women's Alliance from the First Parish Church put this quilt together. And I have with me, and I'll show you later, I've got names of everybody who was associated with the quilt in one way or another. It really is a wonderful thing for us to be able to restore it. It's an expensive proposition. But it's something we certainly wanted to undertake, and it's really in large measure due to the Sherborn Business Association, and I also want to give credit to the Sherborn Arts Council, who also have been generous in helping us get this work done. I did bring along, and I won't take much more time, but I wanted to show you this one piece and the provenance of which I really am not sure, but it's a lady's satchel that used to look rather dull and dim and falling apart. And the person who's been doing this restoration work had been working on this. And as you can see, the colors are really quite vibrant. And it's a lovely piece, and it's one of many items we have at the Historical Society. And we hope if you haven't visited that you will someday, and if you have, that you come back. We are open generally on Mondays from 10 to 2, and if somebody wants a special appointment, we are there to greet you. So thank you again for this generous gift. Appreciate it very much.
So, kind of down, let's see, the Sherborn Recycling Committee. So this is the Recycling Committee has a food scraps program. If you want to say a word about how the program is doing.
Yeah, among other things, we encourage people to do all kinds of recycling, and one of the things we've been trying to do for years is to talk people into getting a backyard recycling bin. And a lot of you have, I know, but some people just can't quite talk themselves into doing that, and plus you can't do meat scraps and bones and things like that. We now have a service where at the recycling center at the transfer station, we have barrels that we are renting, and a company comes and picks up stuff, and they include meat scraps and bones and things like that. So we have people bringing in stuff. We started the program last spring, and we were giving away the first few buckets to people, household bucket for inside and one for outside. We had stickers on them and stuff. The buckets went like that. They were anything free, of course, goes. So we ran out of buckets, and people were coming in. Where's my bucket? I don't have a bucket. So we were wondering what we were going to do. We've been giving people kitty litter buckets. That's not quite the same thing. So we're looking for a way to fund some more buckets, and our budget is pretty limited from the town. So we really appreciate the Business Association pitching in. And we have someone anonymous who's volunteered to do some stickers for us as well for the buckets. And so we're going to have some more buckets, not enough for everybody in town, but another round of buckets for people who would like to come and do their recycling of food scraps at the transfer station. So it's a program that we're pretty excited about. We're trying to get more and more people involved in it. So please start bringing in your food scraps and just put them in. And just about anything organic can go in there, and it's a pretty amazing program. So thank you very much for that, and
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
I'm Charles Tyler, by the way. For those of you who come to the transfer station, you might recognize me. I'm in the swap shop also.
Great. So do we have a fire station, police, with the Sherborn Business Association is helping to sponsor some public safety information dissemination. I'm butchering the word there anyway, handing out information to better contact the fire station, the police office, emergency information in this town. Do you want to?
On behalf of the chiefs, they really appreciate this grant, and as she said, it's to help distribute information to the public as we get it and to improve the job we're doing there. So on behalf of the chiefs, we appreciate that.
Absolutely. On behalf of Chief Thompson and the Sherborn Police Station, we'd just like to say thank you. A lot of these things we couldn't do without you, so again, thank you very much, and look forward to keep it coming.
Sure thing. Thank you. And the last item actually is the Sherborn Business Association annually funds a vocational scholarship award. Ed Rose, if you'd like to, I don't have the envelope for you. Somehow it got misplaced, but if you just speak to what the vocational scholarship is, and I think that would be the end of it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I tell you the truth, because I am a blue collar and work on cars and all that, I always thought that it'd be cool to have a vocational scholarship. I know that when I was in school, I got a very little, I got an $80 scholarship. It went a long way because I bought tools and stuff. So I always figured I'd like to give back to the community, and what I like to give back to is someone going into the vocational field. Everyone has to go on to school, no matter what you do in life, just to learn what you really need to learn in life. If you want to become a carpenter, you want to become a, computer, whatever, vocational is very important. You're always guaranteed a job, and hopefully this year we have some people that will step up and that will actually will need this scholarship. So I don't know what else to say, but I think it's kind of cool. So and it's good that
last year it's awarded in June.
yes. So this year we're a little bit different. Hopefully we get some more candidates that will actually apply for this. Last year we only had one person that was actually eligible, and she automatically got it. So it's kind of nice too. But she actually started her own business with some of the money we gave her, so that was good. But well, thank you, and we really enjoyed doing the Brew Fest. I tell you that, it's a lot of fun. It was a great turnout. So hopefully this year we'll do it again. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie May and Ed. And the last thing we're working on is the Sherborn Business Association is designing banners. You've seen street banners that are on light poles. And hopefully we'll get those up soon. And we're going to have limited ones down Main Street and kind of see how it looks. So we'll welcome to Sherborn and have our, town seal on it. So that's trying to help bring the community together and bring the business association together. So hopefully they'll look good. We haven't seen them yet. So that's what we're doing with the money and with your support. And thank you all for coming. And if you do know or hear people who might be a good candidate for the scholarship, please, you all have my email, just make sure that they apply. So last year, we put the feelers out and there could have been people we missed. So if you ever hear of anybody, just have them drop us a line, stop by Ed's shop, whatever. It'd be great. And please, help yourself to the food. Can't do anything with it. So thank you for coming and see you at the Brew Fest.